Hi, we're going to continue with the functions we did last time. This time we're going to talk about the parameters. Functions can have parameters, um, and what are parameters? Parameters are other data that can be used. Parameters or data that can be used inside of a function or other data that can be used. Functions have parameters or other data that can be used inside the function. So we have data param1, data param data type param1 name, and then we have two, and so on. Now, when we create a data type with when we create a function with a parameter, we have to add the parameters to the prototype. So let's create function 3. So let's give this function int int1 and 2. Now the integers they don't have any value to it because they're just there as a parameter, a representation that their data. It's a representation of data that are going to be passed into the function. And here we can say int1 equals 2. And this is going to do nothing for our code unless we add a conditional statements. So I'm not going to add any conditional statements to this, but we're going to print out function 3 and then int1. We're going to print out the integer 1. When you create a function after the main, you want a prototype. Now, if you don't want to create prototypes, you would create it before the main. And I think for this one, we're going to now I'm just going to leave it where it is. So function 3 creates we created a prototype. Now we're going to call the function 3. Now there's an error here as because of the red line. The reason why there's a error here is because we have to supply it with the same data, the data as the same value that or the data with the same data type as the parameters here, which is int, and an int is an integer, so we're just going to write 12 and 2. So since they're both int, we're going to use integers, and we just see let's do this, int1 plus int2. So we should see 14. in our code, in our console. As you can see, function 3 displays 14. Now, an example of a function without a prototype is going to be this function for we don't need the second int. We can say cout int 1 end line function for and this is an example without prototype. It's before the main. We're just going to call it down here. Function for. It needs a parameter, data to the parameter, which is 2 or 5. Let's run this program. You just see 5 printed out, and there's no errors. And that's a function without their prototype. So this is function without prototype. This is function with parameters. This is calling a function, setting, okay. And that's one thing about functions with parameters. And I think I'm just going to end it here. Oh, hold on. Let's add in let me check the time. Okay, we can talk about, I can actually talk about pass by reference. Let's say function function 5 as a pass by reference variable. Now, once we pass a we're going to pass data to by reference. And what happens is data 2, if it was passed by value, which does not include this, it's passed by value. The data 2 will not change. Hold on, let me see what's going on with this. Okay, just a error. So the function if data to so with the without the ampersand sign, it will be passed by value. With the ampersand sign, it's passed by reference. And when it's passed by reference, you're allowed to change the data that's been passed into it. So data 2 should be the same thing as data, but since it's been passed by reference, okay, let's say data 2 is equal to 2, but since it's been passed by reference and you set the n to 1 is 15, then the data 2 is going to change. And let's run this program, and data 2 is changed to 15. Here we can see 15. Now, if we were to pass it by value, and let's run this program, it will still be 2. And that's passed by reference. And let's see. I think this is it for today. And hold on. Let's add some more notes to this. Passed by reference function. Let's say parameter passed by reference function change data can change data value with function without prototype and pass by value cannot change data value. Okay, and this is it for functions, and thank you for watching.